The floor is yours. Let's go.
Thank you, thank you.
Andrew,
So,
thank you, Andrew. Come on, guys, give it up for Andrew there.
So can we change Williams into a girl? So your photo is not there yet. Well, anyway, just kidding. Do you guys have a banking account? Yes. So do you guys have a digital wallet? Yes or no? And the connectivity between your digital wallet and your banking account at the moment, yes or no? Whether they are connected. So here come, the boys here. Try to solve that problem, to bridge or to facilitate the traditional banking industry with the Web3 solutions. I was a banker many years ago, and now I'm helping. I try, with your help together, we do believe that we can provide a better solution. So for the first round, maybe you just introduce yourself and then what solutions you can help us to solve that problem.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So guys, I'm from ICB Labs. I'm being a CTO there. And right now we are creating so many solutions in the perspective of making a decentralized things, right? We are in metaverse. We are into the game sectors. We are into also, staking platforms, right? And the best part is we have our own blockchain, right? And we are EVM compatible chains. So most of the things we are doing is same as like Ethereum for sure, right? We do have a side chains with us. So it's a little bit brief, but the topic today is very good. And I think it's going to be a better experience for us.
Okay, ICB Labs. Google it and you will find the name. Okay. Next one is William. Okay.
William here.
Yeah, William, please.
William here from the Republic of Palau. A lot of people don't know what Palau is. It's actually the world's third smallest country. It's about half of the size of Singapore, and it only has 20,000 people. We do have a direct flight to Hong Kong. It's about 3 hours and a half. And the project I represent is the country's signature program. It's called the Palau Digital Residency. We're the world's second country offering this program after Estonia. So maybe you guys have heard about Estonia e-residency. So we launched a decade after them in 2021. And we are about half of their size right now. And we do have an interesting DID solution that's available for banking or exchange to be compliant, at the same time, keep the privacy in mind. Thank you.
Yeah, digital ID, we need it. Do you have an ID card? Yes. Can you use the ID card to identify yourself online? Yes and no. Okay, so Palau.
Yeah, I actually have a sample here. So. And we also have a booth down there, so if you want to take a look.
Check it out there. Okay, thanks, William. Then here comes Thomas, please.
Hi, I'm Thomas. I am the CEO of Wealth Management Cube, and then we are a B2B fund distributor. We serve high-net-worth clients and some of the banks and securities company in Hong Kong. Currently, I also publish a book about RWA tokenization in Hong Kong. The first one that I help everyone to understand about tokenization, because recently I got a lot of inquiry about how to do tokenization for their Chinese assets. So feel free to buy a book. So for one sentence, I hope that tokenization is a financial inclusion to help you guys to find the best product that's usually only for the high net worth clients.
Oh, beautiful. So here come another solution from UAE, right? So excuse me, it's Wahid, right?
You can call me Wali.
Yeah, just Ali, please.
So great. Hong Kong, a very good morning to you. My name is Vaibhav Ali. I'm the co-founder of Kryptonite UAE. We are a media publication firm. We over about 500,000 impressions around all platforms every month. We have over 140 event partnerships around the world. And the objective of what we do is trying to connect the gap between of what really is happening versus the noise to the people directly. I've been hosting Web3 events since 2021, spoken at about 60-odd global blockchain conferences around. And on a personal level, I am into partnerships, into strategic go-to-market strategies, and been working with various Web3 blockchain projects over the years in terms of making sure that they are able to create the impact that we as citizens of Web3 need. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Jeff, please.
Yeah, hello everyone. First of all, it's a pleasure to be here today. I'm a lead smart contract developer at ICB Labs. And like my colleague already said, we've already built a lot of stuff here. Also in the some finance solutions. We try basically to move the entire banking actual system into the blockchains. But yeah, this will not be very easy to do. But we can take the blockchain like an upgrade for the classical banking system.
Beautiful. So we talk about the solutions here, your service here. But if I'm asking you, what's the biggest topic, in your mind? Please share with us how our Web3 solution can innovate the banking industry, or how we can take advantage over the Web3 in the traditional finance. Maybe Pratik, you can share.
Yeah, sure, definitely, guys. If you see the stats of cyber attacks, especially on banking sectors, it's increasing a lot, right? Because many things the AI model is doing, they are innovating a lot of weak points in the sectors, and soon we need a solution where the things and your identity will be going to a smart contract, and this smart contract is driven by zero proof knowledge, for sure, right? If I tell you, you are using ChatGPT a lot, OpenAI a lot, Gemini a lot, right? What sort of data you are putting to the servers, and those servers are getting updated and using your personal information there, right? Currently, in the market, this is the best topic I can say you right now. Currently in the market, if you see some solutions which secures your data, okay? The AI models is a scrappers which is running across the globe, right? Taking your all personal information and putting into the one huge model and then putting to all the world is not good. If I talked about banking sectors, if you heard about Corda, they are doing something, and they've got a European contract with them because they soon realize that we need to do something for privacy. So for now, for me, I think the privacy and my banking has to be secure.
Beautiful, security and privacy. So the digital ID is probably a good solution. Can you share a little bit more with us?
Yeah, exactly. So it's not just about banking, right? Like organizations, when they try to verify your identity, like your privacy is compromised, right? When you check into a hotel, they have to, make a copy of your ID. And when you enter a bar, they only need to prove you're over 21 years old, but you have to show them your ID, right? Which carries where you stay, your legal name, your exact date of birth. So what a lot of the innovators on this panel were trying to do is to make claims of these privacy data, right? Say, for example, over 21, Chu, instead of born of May 10th of 1995, or AML checked, right? OFAC checked, BSA checked, right? So again, right now we are at a stage still at there isn't really too much innovation in identity space yet. What we identify is we're entering into identity 3.0 age, where you can do minimum disclosure for constrained use.
Yeah, beautiful. So Palau is innovator as a country.
We're trying
Demo.
to be, we're trying to do like a demo.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So with Estonia and Hong Kong, we are doing our crop ID and digital ID solution. Also, we know that European Union also have their own solution.
They just launched this year, yeah.
Yeah, so I think there will be more similar kind of solutions that we can take advantage of but we need your connectivity solutions so that we can make good use of different countries' versions of digital ID. So, Thomas, what are the bright side? Tell us more about the bright side, not only the problems.
Yeah, because I am I'm managing a company which is doing business with a lot of banks. So actually we deal with a lot of problems, and then now we have solved because last 2 years we have a lot of money market funds in the market. A lot of people, they want to do the subscription redemption in the same day. So we deal with a lot of money market fund, which is T plus 0, which means that they have money and they want to buy funds in like maybe before noon, and then in the same day they want to do the redemption in by 5 p.m. This is very good for the Hong Kong markets actually, because like now the Hong Kong equity market is booming, and a lot of people, they want to switch to the other funds. But the problem is like the money actually they cannot really go through because we have to deal with the European counterparties. So now if we have the Web3 solutions, and then we have the RWA and tokenizations, now we can do the 24/7 settlements. And now the market is moving. And I hope that the private funds, like some of the private equities, AI funds, algo funds, and then we can also have lots of innovations in the settlement. Then the capital can have a lot of flow, and the market will have a lot by this.
Beautiful. So increase the liquidity. So then there will be the GDP will be increased. It's somewhat like the e-commerce. You have to deliver the good in the past by surface mail. And now, we can just press a button and the goods just pops up. Very good solution that we are looking for that. And once it is adopted, I don't think we can go back to the old way, right? So like in the past, we have a VCR tape, we rented it. And now we have Netflix. You press the button and then you can watch. Can we go back? Not anymore. So Ali, what are those goodies that you can provide?
Well, check. Yeah. Okay, so, for us as a media firm, we kind of pay very close attention to where the market is going. But I would like to quickly check over here. How many of us love meme coins? Can you raise your hand?
Meme coin. Donald Trump's one, you mean?
Just two? Just two of them love meme tokens. Okay, perfect. How many of you all love altcoins? Anybody altcoins?
Altcoin.
Okay. How many of you all love Bitcoin? Perfect. How many of you love stable coins? So you see that majority of them are more towards Bitcoin and stable coins. Stable coins is kind of projected at 189 million by this year, and by the next 10 years, it's going to hit about $1.1 trillion. Right? And when it comes to the neo-banking, we see that over the last year, there are so many different payment providers that have come in. The regulation is kind of, they are kind of picking bank on Visa's business solutions and stuff. However, we just did a small experiment here trying to understand how many of us love stable coins. Majority of us love stable coins, love Bitcoins, but we don't want to sell our Bitcoins. We want to kind of, make a little money on it via DeFi, use that profit, and how do we spend it? The crypto neo-banking is the solution for it. And what I'm particularly excited about is that I travel a lot. I'm on road very often, and crypto neo-banking is what I absolutely rely on. There were some challenges earlier where if I wanted fiat, because I'm coming from Bali right now, and Bali and even in Thailand, if I'm trying to use my card, they want to charge me 3% more. And I'm like, I don't want to pay you 3% more, but then because it quickly adds up after your entire trip. Sooner, we are seeing more opportunities of getting fiat out of your crypto neo-banking. And that is what I'm excited about, is because still at a lot of places, because the digital wallet is so strong that, they want cash or they want the digital wallet. So if we can use these crypto neo banking and get fiat out of it, which is on the way, which is working. People are working on it. I'm really excited about that because that solves a basic problem. I always believe in solving the basic problems first, and then everything else can follow together. Thank you.
Yeah, stablecoin will be the future in my eyes, right? So what about the solutions? FinChain. Can FinChain provide, solve our problem?
Yeah, I think when we speak about solution, we need to identify the problem. And the first problem is the problem of the middleman, the problem of that every banking solution is centralized, and the problem of the time. That is the most important for us. And I think blockchain can be the solution for this because everything is decentralized, everything is transparent for everyone. We don't need to wait 2-3 days to make a payment in another country to basically wait for the settlement. And I think soon, in some years, everything that means in the actual banking system will be translated in the blockchain, but not to totally remove the banking system like an upgrade for the current banking system. And I think this will be the future.
Yeah, when the white paper of Bitcoin published, we all believe that we can bypass the old system at all. This is what it was written, right? Even US dollar we can bypass. But now we learned that it's not the way we expected. So in order to live in the real world with the traditional financial system, Web3 now is a solution that we can facilitate the old system. It's somewhat like AI. When there's an AI, I'm losing my job. No, AI is a tool that a human being can use it to perform better. So in such a case, it's a matter of time, right? That we can move forward. So what are the hurdles? What are the bottlenecks that in the next 6 months or 2 years that when that hurdle is overcome? What will happen? Tell us a little bit more about, how will the banking system or how we do banking in the future?
Yeah, for sure. Now, if you see, like we have a lot of blockchains in the market, and few of them are very stable one, have a highest liquidity in the market as well. The problem that bank sees is the only trust on the chain, right? Now, suppose if the bank wants to make some collateral or some partnership with another firm or something, they always rely on fiat money. Right now, there is a big gap between fiat and crypto. If a bank, there is one bank which is famous right now, and R3 Corda is working with them. Even we are also doing something in our metaverse where the digital identity which we create, which is called as ICB KYC, right? You can go icbkyc.io, and you can create your digital identity as an NFT. That NFT can be used in the ecosystem that we have, which is a metaverse. We have our DAX system there. We have a lot of purchase like staking. And you won't believe, banking system soon needs to be upgraded because AI is going very, very fast. And I can see the privacy of the customer in respective of user data, user information. It has to be on the blockchain, I believe.
True. So one of my friends who wrote an article about for the speed dating site, you are harder to open an account now because they are doing KYC or even kind of AML. They identify yourself so that you don't do hanky-panky funny stuff in the network. So for the traditional finance, in the past, they only check your proof of address, and then they can open an account for you. It's quite fragile. So we need digital ID that Palau can showcase to us.
Exactly. So back to your comment on the address check. So there's already have been innovation in this field where they ask you to kind of like open your GPS on your phone so they can locate you, like, are you really at the address that you're claiming? So, but I still think like the biggest innovation in what the banking industry can do is to start taking crypto assets as a collateral, right? Whether it's a stable coin or BTC, that could really really change the landscape a lot. And back to the question about, for KYC, for identity innovation, the law, whether it's like, US or EU, the law is not going to change, right? Just because you have this Web3 now, it doesn't mean the bank no longer needs to do KYC on you, like for AML check everything. But like there are some nuances in there, right? Like for example, if the policy allows you to do the checks, right, by a third party, which a lot of them do, right? They ask for the agencies to collect your, SDN list check, non-SDN for AML lists. There's like, tons of lists exist, right, by country, by international block lists. But again, back to the argument between privacy and compliance. Do they really need to, see everything just to know that you are not on SDN or non-SDN list? They only need to know the result, right? So, my panelists here, like also, us, to create the zero knowledge proofs, which just put the claims on there, right? Like non-SDN, not on their list, check, SDN checked, and then for AML, BSA, we can make source of like claims, right? Instead of asking them to see, oh, this is my address, this is where you're staying. They only need to prove, right? You're staying in Hong Kong. They don't need to know your street number. They don't need to know like which apartment number you're staying at. So again, there could be a lot of third-party innovations just to claim those, make those claims, and the government can just kind of like recognize these third parties to be able to provide such claims to the bank. So there's a layer of trust there.
Yeah, it's somewhat like the scenario that we are restricting our children from using mobile at school. Right? Why? Because we cannot control them, whether they are using the tool to read the book or to play a computer game. The limitation is that there's no such a solution for the parents or the school to control the usage of the phone. Imagine now we have digital ID, now we have FinChain and the rest. I think the bank have a better control, or the authority will have a better control on allowing us to use Web3 solutions, to use Bitcoin, to use stablecoin to do the transaction, rather than, I think, in the future, we'll stop using fiat currency because it's without transparency. If you use the Web3 solution with the right identity, with the right layer of security layer or whatever, the world will be different, right? So go back to this, the term DAT came into the picture. People start investing Bitcoin in the bank. So that we just mentioned about that, okay? If the banks are trading not with US dollar, but Bitcoin as the mean, what will happen? Tell us a little bit more about the trend about DAT and what will it be? It is in the picture.
Yeah, I think in these 2 months, there are lots of associations and listed companies. They are now in the DAT, DECO, and then they, I think in Hong Kong, there are like about 50 to 100 listed companies. They are now getting more Bitcoin in their treasury.
Sorry, digital asset treasury, DAT. Sorry.
Just make sure everyone knows about DAT. Yeah, like I think everyone knows about MicroStrategy. So they have hundreds, thousands of Bitcoin. And actually, they get like maybe over 80% of their book is actually Bitcoin. But I think this is more, the Hong Kong company is going to adopt this very soon. However, Bitcoin may not be in their treasury. They will find more about stablecoin, Ethereum, or some other coins that's more stable. To be honest, the rise of Bitcoin has passed. Now it's more stable, but I think they want to get more new coins to get into their treasury in order to reflect the value of the DAT.
Interesting, huh? So crypto become mainstream now. So imagine there's a small country like Palau, nobody trade the currency. And all of a sudden, because of the digital ID system, it's become famous, it's become trustworthy. So the banks start to trade, Palau currency instead of Japanese yen. Okay, something like that. Or it's, I just want to analog the people to understand what DAT exactly is. So I trust Web3 more than any fiat currency in the future. I think, is it the trend, Ali? And for your area, for the media, is it more common to talk about digital asset treasury?
Of course, we have been seeing a lot of interesting stuff. In fact, a funny thing, in India, there's a company called Jet King. And they're the first company in India to kind of keep accumulating Bitcoin as a part of their DAT, because we see a lot of other companies around the world doing it, but now we have the guys from Jet King doing it. Also, I think, sorry, what was your previous question?
Sorry?
I forgot your question.
No, we talk about if there's
Trend, if it is a trend,
hurdle,
yeah.
what will happen in the near future.
So, it could have been a trend till Donald Trump came into power. Now, when you have the most strongest country in the world that I think everybody in the world follows, perhaps other than China, that we always look up to their trends. It could be in fashion, it could be in technology, it could be in governance, and a lot more. So we always look up to US and we try and see what they're doing. Now, since we have Donald Trump in the office, and I hope he's in the office for a few more years, so this trend will soon become a mainstream. We are waiting for countries like India, where I come from, to kind of take it more seriously, because in India right now, we have the highest number of active crypto wallets in the world. We also, in India, have major penetration of crypto. Even with 30% of taxes and with 1% of TDS on every single trade, irrespective of whether the person is making a profit or a loss. So the government is trying to demotivate every citizen of India to get into crypto. However, we are the nation, we are the most populous nation in the world. We are we overtook China a few years ago. We are now a country with a lot of disposable income. We are also one of the youngest countries in the world. And when you put these three things together, it's a lethal combination of not just of a trend, but of a mainstream adoption, despite of the government not supporting it. That is just one. I live in Dubai, in UAE, and we see that now they're launching a Falcon stablecoin. So a lot of countries are, going to be a part of it. It's definitely a trend, but it's here to stay. This trend is not going to get over, like perhaps you saw the NFT bust, or you saw the meme coins explosion. This is a boring space. You will not see a lot of volatility in it, because this is just about hardcore utility. Thank you.
So in short, it's liberalized the ownership of wealth. And Web3 is about community. And we
Also, when I enter Hong Kong, I cannot carry more than $10,000 US.
Yeah.
Right? In cash. But what if I want to perhaps invest in a car, or just want to go out with my bunch of friends and have a good time? I have it here, and I can transfer it in less than a second.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Your turn, Sergey. What will happen, if all those hurdles overcome? What will the world be?
In my opinion, I think each country try to make right now a reserve of the cryptocurrency, because, like the colleague said, it's a trend. But also some countries have some regulations related with this, and they struggle a lot with this and try to follow the trend. But I think in the future, all the countries will see the crypto as an opportunity, not only as a specula or stuff like this. And the crypto space will become, and a lot of people will come to this space because they see the potential and they see that this space resolve a lot of stuff of the centralized systems, and it's transparent for everyone, and everyone have the opportunity to build his wealth using this space basically.
Yeah, so the traditional finance industry all over the world in the past, they keep the distance from the crypto. And because of DAT, because of new regulations lately, those banks or smaller countries even, they treat it as the advantage or the tool that they can compete with the giants, right? So I think crypto itself is not only the mean to transfer money, is the mean for a new trust system. It is a new playground for traditional finance to increase their competitiveness. So at last, can each of you use only 30 seconds, because we only have less than 4 minutes left, about, you can give some takeaway, what shall, us have to follow? 30 seconds.
Yeah, sure. So what I say, like in the ICB labs, especially if I talk about my company that I'm representing right now, we are doing a lot of inventions where the things are going from Web 2 to Web 3, being respective of like Web 3 game engines, being respect of your money, being respect to your side change layers. We are EVM chain compatible, and if you go in the market, we are listed on like almost now 16 exchanges, and one of the biggest exchanges is Maxi right now, and now the coin is ICBX. For us, we are doing innovations, solving the problems which the customer is facing right now.
Okay, good. ICB Labs. And then Palau.
Yeah, I'm probably spending my 30 seconds to give you a little bit more underlying information about DAT. So a few key information when I talked to the lady who issued basically all the DATs outside of MicroStrategy. So for that treasury, right? After they accumulated, they cannot sell. It has to be there, unless a more than 10% shareholder decide to do the liquidation. So this information is pretty important, right? That's information number one. Information number two, there is a key number. Well, it's called NVM or something. It is a ratio of the stock price over the value of their treasury, right? That is a key indicator, because right now it is lower than 1, meaning what they hold has more value than their stock price, right? That's why SharpLink this morning, or I mean yesterday or this morning, claims they are going to buy back 150 million of their own stock, buyback, right? So a lot of you guys can actually like think about it and maybe do some like hedging, at the same time like buy their stock and maybe short ETH, right? That's the opportunity number two. So yeah, I just want to share with you.
Okay, thank you. A new way to assess, the value of a stock or the assets. So Thomas.
So one word, which is education. I think you guys have a university degree, but however, if you want to learn something new, you will not go back to school. So everyone knows you are here. So that's why you are hearing us. So I think in the future, we will get more certificates, degree, and some courses about different types of blockchain. So hope you guys can learn something new, like RWA, or buy my book about tokenization in Hong Kong.
Okay, new way to study, continuous to study. Thank you. And Ali.
Thank you. There has been a time in history when there's a new world order created. Earlier, the previous one was, I think, during 1995, when we had the dot-com bubble. Soon, in this point of time, is this time and space to be associated with AI and Web3, because AI is bigger than Web3. However, Web3 or crypto is the currency of AI. So be aware that we are here to stay. perhaps in a different form, or you may not even realize that we are here because it would be so seamlessly integrated in your day-to-day life. But watch out, because we are coming. Thank you.
Okay, think broad and with a vision. Thank you, Ali. And then please.
Yeah, my advice for everyone is to take a look over the Web3 space and also over our project over ICB Labs, where we already implemented some payment solutions. And also we try to move the classical learning path in our metaverse. And I think this will be the future.
Yeah, so the same message, think broader, study more, and identify the value of the product in a different way. And most importantly, look at the solutions that everybody can be provided. Okay, can provide. Okay, thanks very much. Time's up, and then let's have a group photo together.
Thank you.
And please give it up for our amazing moderator out here. Please clap out loud. Make some noise for him, everybody.
All right, thank you very much. Wonderful job, Emil. Great job today. As always, I see this guy either moderating a panel or on TV quite frequently. Emil Chan's been a leader in this community for many years in the tech sector, so always a good guy to keep an eye out for.